big story we're talking about here today is the infotainment system, and that's a big deal for Odyssey because everything's changed, and we have as much technology behind the front seats as we do in front of the front seats. So first and foremost, when you're looking at this, you have a digital display for the driver. Now that that's mostly driver control information. There's a button that allows you, when you hit the home button, that'll let you kind of rotate through systems, but you can see, you can show navigation, you can show your audio, you can show your phone systems, you can show kind of like the trip computer gives you, fuel economy and that kind of stuff. All that stuff is there. That's kind of driver systems for the most part, and then also the integration of your phone and nav. Now, when you move over here, the backbone of the Odyssey is actually built on an Android system now. So Apple CarPlay works with this car, Android Auto works with this car, and then underneath the whole thing is an Android operating system. So what's really cool is you can move things around relatively easily. You can hold this down, it's going to tell me, okay, hey, thank you. And if I want to move it, here instead, I can just swipe things and that kind of stuff. So you can really personalize whatever screens you want because there are a lot of different settings, a lot of different tools that you can use, right? The different apps. You can put the ones you use most up here. If you want to save stuff that you're going to use all the time, you want it in the shortcuts menu, you just kind of hold it down and you can drag it up here to the shortcuts. This bar up here stays here all the time. And this is really made for mom or dad to have easy access to the controls they use most often. It's cool. This car also has the rear entertainment center in our vehicle, and that's a big deal for us because kids entertain kids, keep them quiet, keep them entertained for long road trips. Odyssey is a big road tripping vehicle, but Odyssey for the first time ever also has an LTE Wi-Fi connection, so you're able to also stream things into the system back here, which is really cool. And even if you have an Android phone, you can cast you can cast stuff from your screen onto this display back here. You can see, the kids can see, like, if you're navigating, they can see how far along you are and how much further it has to go. They can stream down things like music and that kind of stuff, and different apps for like streaming television, that kind of deal as well. And then my favorite tool about this entire system, though, it's called Cabin Control. So if you look right here, Cabin Control is an app. It's for smartphones, iPhone and Android. You click this button right here. And what's happened is I've connected Cabin Control to this car already. It's connected to the Wi-Fi. What it allows me to do, let's say we turn the audio system on real quickly. So it's listening to Soul. If I'm in the third row back there, what this allows me to do is I can change the audio. If I want to switch it out to an FM channel, for example. And there you go. So there's one. It allows the person in the back rows back here to offer some help for mom, or to choose kind of the music you want to listen to. There's a social playlist, so if and this can pair as many as 7 other phones. If I want to, I know I want to listen to this, it's going to pick music that's on my phone already. So here's a song by Keen, for example. Say add that. Say I want to listen to this. It says there's a song queue waiting. So we can click here. It's going to pull the song from my phone. If my sister wants to listen to the Barney song after this, she can add it also from her phone. It'll toss that next. If someone wants to listen to some hip-hop after that, the whole family can contribute to the music that's happening in the car down the road. Now, big deal, third row passengers don't have climate control access, right? There's no system back there. So from their phone, they can also turn up the heat, turn down the heat. You can see right here how quickly it changes, right? It says 65 right now. We'll go here to where it says 81, back down to 65. They can bring the fan speeds up, bring the fan speeds down, change it to auto. And then finally, if you want to go somewhere, you're like, I really wanted to go get, ice cream, for example, or Starbucks. We can try Starbucks. Here's a Starbucks. So you can say, hey, here's a Starbucks right here. Why don't I send this to the driver? So if you're in the third row, you can be like, hey, Mom, I really want to do this. Tosses it up here on the screen for Mom to see, and she says, no, we're not going to get coffee. So she can hit ignore. But if she says, okay, yeah, we want to do that, she can hit it right there. The car automatically begins the navigation process.
Please drive to highlighted
And on the phone from back here in the back of the car, you can see kind of how far away you are. It has all the robust features you'd expect from a modern car today. So you have your navigation, you have your premium audio system, you have your Bluetooth connectivity for your phones, that kind of stuff. On top of that, you have, the streaming capabilities thanks to the onboard internet connection, because it does have its own LTE connection inside the car. So you can create a hotspot in the car, and everybody that has an iPad or whatever can stream Wi-Fi in the vehicle. So if you have someone who wants to use an iPad instead of watching the screen back here, that's doable. But also you have the ability to control the car from the back rows, or at least offer input. Mom can choose which features you can control and not. So if she knows that I like hip hop and she doesn't want to listen to hip hop, she can tell it to where I can't control the audio, you know, but I can still make navigation suggestions if I want to. So that's really cool. And finally, kind of one of the neatest things about Odyssey is our new system. There they are. So Cabin Watch is this camera system right back here. Actually allows mom or dad to zoom in, look at the individual seats, you know, kind of see what's happening in the back without looking back here. We do still have the kind of the mirror set up, but it allows them to allows her to kind of look out towards the road and still kind of make sure everything's okay, especially if there's like a rear-facing seat or something like that for a baby. And if you have rambunctious children in the back, there's also Cabin Talk, which allows mom to parent the kids from the front seat. If the kids are listening to music on the Bluetooth audio headphones, it'll also come in over those headphones as well.